So guys, this is where I've reached so far, right? As you can see, I've installed all 4 posts, right? It's not done to much precision, but I'm doing my thing, right? So as you can see, I've done a base, right? And I've installed the 4 corner posts. So what I'm going to do now is to put on the top, what I would call them, rafters. Yeah, one at that side, one at the front, one at the side, one at the back. Now it is basically falling, you know, it's creeping up on me, so I'm going to try my best now to put on the 4 rafters or lats, I don't know what you really call it, at the top before it gets dark. So I want to do the entire structuring, like skeletal structure, now before night comes. So this is what it looks like. So that is where we are at. Alright guys, so what time is it? Let me check. It's 8:02 Eastern Standard Time, and I've just finished putting up the structure, right? So as you can see, as I said before, I have the base. I know it's kind of dark, but I'm sure you can see what I've done so far, right? So that is the top. So obviously I'm going to basically, you know, cut off those top pieces that extend in the air. I'm going to cut them off, right? I'm going to cut them off to basically put on the shade cloth, because I'm basically going to use a shade cloth to cover the top. I'm not sure if I'm going to cover the sides, right? Because, you know, due to the temperatures here, you know, I really want maximum airflow, right? So I'm just going to maybe just put the black mesh, the shade cloth, on just on the top. So as you can see, yes, I'm basically finished with the structural part. All I'm going to do is just put in some more screws where I have all the screws to make it more sturdy, and this is where I am so far. Right, so guys, guess what? Oh my. Whew. I am basically finished in terms of just putting the shade cloth over the nursery, right? So as you can see, I had to measure basically an 8 by 8 size for the shade cloth, right? Because even though the structure is basically like 6 by 6, I kind of extended the corners so that I can have a little bit of overlap to create some more shade, right? So as you can see, I cut it larger than the 8 by 8 because what I'm planning to do is that I'm planning to basically watch the sun, right? I'm planning to watch the sun and basically see whether or not I need to really cut off those floppy part, right? It's like especially this part at the front, and then now we have this part here, this side, right? This side is basically flapping, but guess what? The reason why I even ensure that this side had a lot of overhanging is because the sun, that is what we are looking at now, is basically the east. So the sunrise in the east, right? So when the sun rises, we're basically getting a lot of sunlight coming this way. So until like about 12 o'clock now, you realize that the sun is basically overhead. So you know, from in the morning, say roughly about 7 o'clock, you know, the sun will be penetrating on this side. So what I've done is this part that you are seeing here is going to basically kind of block out some of that intensity from the sun to help protect the seedlings here, right? Because, you know, having maybe about 4 hours of high intensity sunlight coming from that side can really have a negative impact on the seedlings. So I left this side just as is because I'm going to actually watch the movement of the sun to see basically what is going to happen. So as you can see in the roof, right? In the roof it is very stiff, right? It is not flapping, right? It is very stiff. So what I'm going to do is I basically use these boards, right? You are seeing there, those, to tack down the mesh, right? As you can see, I use them. So I'm going to kind of put some more on top of it to kind of keep it a little bit more steady so that the heavy breeze won't, you know, like put too much pressure on the shade cloth and tear it, right? So yeah, this is what it looks like, right? This shade cloth, let me see, this shade cloth maybe is about maybe about 48%. Yeah, maybe it's about 48%. So what it basically does is it basically blocks out, like we say, 48% of the sunlight, right? Yeah. So that is basically what is happening here. As you can see, yeah, I'm finished, right? So what I'm going to actually do after now is I'm going to basically make some tables inside here, right? I'm not sure I'm going to do it. Obviously this is the end that I walk in from, right? This is the end that I walk in from, right? So I walk in, so maybe I'll just leave, you know, straight down the middle to walk, like a walkway, and put a table on this side and a table on that side, right? And maybe a table that side. So maybe I'll just extend the walkway like about 3/4 ways down and then have another table. So I'll have a table there, I have a table here, I have a table here. So I'll just basically walk in the middle because it is fairly small. I can basically stretch mine across. Oh, I know you must be wondering what are those green stuff. So I went ahead, as I told you in a video, I basically planted the sweet potato vines. Remember those sweet potatoes that I sprouted from the actual sweet potato? These are the vines, and they are looking well. As you know, I don't have any water around this side as yet. So what I have to do is I have to get up in the morning, water them in the evening. I come and give them some more water. But luckily for me today, as you can see, the soil is looking fairly dark. We had maybe about 10 minutes, 15 minutes worth of shower. So I'm happy for that. So they are looking okay. They are, new leaves are coming out. So you know that they have roots. So yeah, I'm just using these as really my lab rats to see basically if they are going to grow, and just to kind of observe, right? That is why I planted them, because as you know, I've planted 4 of the vines, the sweet potato vines, in one of the fabric containers, and those are looking wonderful, and I have something to show you with that. So I'll do that in another video, but yeah, this is what is going on here. So nevertheless, this is my little nursery. It is not yet finished. I'm just giving you an update, right? So what I'm going to do is maybe I might just I might cover the sides as well with shade cloth. Depends. I'm going to just see how the seedlings basically perform. I'm going to leave it open, basically an open concept, you know, just to see how they perform, and I'll basically, if needs be, I'll cover the sides, right? Because what I'm doing is I'm trying to get this place prepared, so as soon as I move in the new apartment, I can get the ball rolling, right? So what I can also do is that while the apartment is finishing, I can basically start my seedlings, right? And the thing is, the water is not yet connected, so I don't really have water over here, but because they are seedlings, then I'm not going to require much water. So I'm going to basically start my seeds as soon as I put up my tables, and basically you know, unwater them, like bring water over here and water them, right guys? So this is not a joke thing, guys. This is my nursery. This is not a joke thing, right? So I want you to basically subscribe to my channel, follow me, because there are a lot of things that we are going to learn. As I said, this is not an overnight thing, right? It is about putting in the fundamental structures and things in place so that you can basically reap the rewards comfortable while when you are ready to really, you know, get into planting your plants and reaping produce. And I'm going to actually use my thermometer in the height of the sun. When the sun is saying hey, A+, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to use my thermometer and check the temperature underneath the nursery, just to see where you are at, right? Please join me again in the next video. Please remember to like and subscribe to my channel, and please remember to tune in to the next video to basically see how I create my tables and leave the walkway where I can basically maneuver myself inside the nursery. So thank you again. Please give me a big thumbs up, right? Please click that subscribe button, click the notification bell so that you will be updated whenever I upload a video. Bye bye.